unusually to sum up comments, knowing that there will be an encore tomorrow of this debate due to one of the passions that the Honourable Mark Parnell has, indeed voluntary assisted dying, going to a second reading vote, hopefully later on this particular sitting day. I understand that tomorrow we shall hear more from many members in terms of the valedictories for my colleague. Indeed, it is well known that the Honourable Mark Parnell is Wikipedia famous, Mr President, for setting a record filibuster in our parliament's history, and indeed with an 8-hour contribution to voice his opposition, then as the sole Greens member, to the changes to work cover and the reduction to injured workers' payments. He's also, though, has achieved many things in this parliament. He's secured $250,000 for consumer advocacy in the setting of water pricing and protection for tenants when their landlord doesn't pay their water bill. He's also, as I've noted, championed voluntary euthanasia many times over many years. Indeed, his expertise and knowledge in planning law, I think, is second to none in this place and the other, and he has used that expertise to great effect to make outstanding and positive contributions to our legislation. In over 15 years in Parliament, the Honourable Mark Parnell's continued advocacy for equality and human rights and pushing for changes that protect the Greens' shared values of promoting unity within our democracy and our 4 pillars, indeed, of environmental sustainability, social justice, peace and non-violence, and indeed, and very importantly, grassroots democracy. He has enhanced our democracy, and as he noted, by changing the upper house voting system to provide that option for preferential voting, putting preferences in the hands of punters rather than the backroom preference deals of the preference whisperers and the backroom boys, promoting power to the people. He has also had the deepest of respect for the environment, for promoting cleaner industries and notably supporting solar power in South Australia. He has helped make South Australia a renewable energy powerhouse, Mr President. He, of course, did stand very much at the forefront of the campaign against building that international nuclear waste dump in South Australia, a proposal well and truly, I hope, now very much dumped itself. For a long time, the Honourable Mark Parnell has supported renters in their rights to have safety in their homes and security in their tenure, while also ensuring that landlords meet the minimum property standards and ensuring that housing is for people and not for profiteering. He successfully passed a climate emergency motion, a declaration of this upper house, and he promoted recognition from climate scientists and the voice of the community in that debate here in this council. He's pushed for legislation to protect cyclists, and indeed by implementing a legislated distance of 1 metre or more when overtaking on roads of up to 60 km per hour. He's done so many things in his 15 years here, and indeed that filibuster, I think, is probably one of the most well-known parts of Mark's work, other than being the bloke with the beard from the Greens. He is well known for his ability to speak and be good on his feet. But our state party director has reflected on that work cover filibuster, and in the words of Dominic McGovern, I'd like to share with the council just how our Greens members feel about the wonderful leadership of Mark Parnell. Quote, "There are lots of good stories I could tell about Mark and his time in Parliament and in the party, but here's a good one. Famously, Mark spoke for over 8 hours in opposition to a Labor government bill that cut payments to injured workers. When people ask him about the speech, he denies it was a filibuster. He maintains to this day that he was relaying important information to the Parliament. He told Parliament stories of injured workers, and he gave them a voice in the debate. I like this story," continues Mr McGovern, "because it shows a few of Mark's great qualities. It shows he takes principled stands and has a firm commitment to justice. It shows he is not afraid of hard work. It shows he is committed to being a voice to those often without a voice, and it shows his humility. Commitment to justice, hard work and being a voice to those without one, humility. What more could you ask for an elected representative?" And indeed, what more could the Greens have asked for our first elected representative in this state? Well, I, for one, could have done with less dad jokes and a few less limericks. Mr President, I also have a limerick. We did not compare notes prior to this, but I was moved for the first time in possibly my entire life, or at least 4 decades, to pen a limerick for that Polly Parnell, which goes, Mr President, there once was a Polly who cycled. He liked speaking, and he recycled. His name Mark Parnell, though here we say farewell, his contribution is still far from final. And indeed, it is far from final in terms of his contribution to the public life of this state, and I do wish him well with the future years. But I also note that while he may still be up for running a marathon in real life, he has also run a marathon in parliamentary terms for the Greens. He is currently the longest continuing serving Greens MP in the country as of last month. So I congratulate him for running that particular marathon. It must have been very lonely to be here as the sole Greens member of this parliament. I thank him for his warm welcome and his support over the 11 years that I have joined him. And indeed, he's been a very hard act to follow and will be a very difficult act to follow, but I'm sure that he will offer every support to our party and to our future parliamentarians for us to continue to prosper. With that, I commend the motion.
I'll put the question